or just a footnote in the history of American sport. Whichever it turns out to be, there was great excitement moments ago in the Pontiac Silverdome as the U.S. team took the field as the host nation for the world's biggest sports event, the World Cup. Well, hello, I'm Jim McKay, and I'll be your host for the next 5 weekends as ABC Sports covers the Cup battles, including the final on July 17th. But the world's biggest sports event? Well, that's right. 141 nations competed in qualifying matches for more than 2 years. Now the 22 survivors have joined the host Americans and defending champion Germany, who yesterday defeated Bolivia. In the other match yesterday, South Korea surprised Spain in a tie. But for the Americans, their first match today against Switzerland is critical to their chances to advance. They're underdogs. Maybe not quite as much as the 1980 U.S. hockey team, but pretty close. Might another impossible dream come true?
World Cup Soccer on ABC Sports. Brought to you by Canon, a world leader in cameras and office equipment. The GM Card, today's financial vehicle. MasterCard, official sponsor of the 1994 World Cup. Snickers, packed with peanuts, Snickers really satisfies. And Powerade, the official sports drink of World Cup USA 94 and the next thing.
This is the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. 77,577 on hand to see the United States take on Switzerland. And hi, everybody. Along with Seamus, Malin, I'm Roger Twibell. This is the first World Cup game ever played indoors, and Seamus, the moment has arrived for U.S. soccer. Put in perspective this game and this tournament for the United States.
Well, this United States team is a vastly improved one over the 1990 World Cup version. They have the talent and the will and the preparation to make their goal of getting to the second round. Now, with tough games against Colombia and Romania coming up, this game is a must-win game today. I am convinced also that it's a can-win game for the USA.
Well, in a minute from our studios here in New York, we're going to look back on that first half with Desmond Armstrong, our studio analyst. We're also going to have highlights of yesterday's games and a look at World Cup fever in New York.
World Cup Soccer on ABC Sports. Brought to you by GMC Truck, the strength of experience. MasterCard, official sponsor of the 1994 World Cup. Snickers, packed with peanuts, Snickers really satisfies. Ice-cold Coca-Cola Classic, always refreshing, always Coca-Cola. And Canon, a world leader in cameras and office equipment. ABC Sports presents the 1994 World Cup Halftime Report. From our New York studios, your host, Jim McKay.
I want you to meet Desmond Armstrong, who'll be our analyst here in the studio all the way through the World Cup competition. Desmond played for the United States in the World Cup 4 years ago. He's played in 84 international matches for the United States. Until a month or so ago, he was a member of this year's World Cup team. Well, the old saying was never truer than in that first half, that it's always darkest before the dawn.
You said it. I think the Swiss got off to a good start, very controlled and very deliberate. Suter in the midfield was controlling the pace of the game for the Swiss, and the U.S. was playing back in their defensive third. And I think that they had a foul by Thomas Dooley right on top of the box, which allowed for them to have an opportunity on goal, and they capitalized on it.
Okay, well, let's take a look at that first goal by Switzerland.
I have a situation here. He's on top of the ball. He's about to kick to the far post. I think that Tony Meola lines up his wall, and he strikes the ball. Here we go. In far corner. Sweet shot. Sweet shot.
Looked like the half would end that way, but it didn't.
Yeah, the USA was starting to push forward. They realized it's the first game. They need to get some points, and Harksey actually on top of the ball going forward, and then getting a chance for Eric Ronaldo to put it in the back of the net. Beautiful shot.
That sure brought the crowd to life. Well, you know, I think a lot of people are still confused about how this tournament works. And as I said earlier, it started more than 2 years ago with more than 140 nations trying to qualify. Now, after almost 500 matches, the finals are set. The 24 best soccer nations from around the globe will compete in 52 matches in 9 cities across America. In the first round, there are 4 teams in each of the 6-lettered groups labeled A through F. The teams play a round robin within their group, earning 3 points for a win and 1 point for a tie. The top 2 finishers from each group, plus the 4 best third-place teams, advance to the round of 16. Then the tournament becomes single elimination, 1 loss and you're out. The 2 survivors meet for the World Championship of Soccer on July 17th with the winner crowned World Cup champion. The World Cup tournament actually got underway yesterday with the opening game in Chicago featuring defending champion Germany. Last night there was a surprising result in Dallas, but Desmond, Germany really had a tight one.
Germany capitalizes on the mistake by Bolivian goalkeeper Carlos Truco, and Jurgen Klinsmann is able to tuck it away.
So Germany won a tight one from little Bolivia, 1-0. Last night, South Korean Jung-Won Seo capped off a remarkable comeback with a last-minute goal to give the Koreans a 2-2 draw with Spain. The World Cup was off and running. So what did you think of Germany's performance?
I thought Germany had a lackluster performance in their first game, but I think that because of the heat in Chicago and the heat across the country, that they're conserving their energy. But I believe that they're going to pick it up in their next few games.
Okay. We know there are going to be plenty of exciting ethnic matchups in the World Cup, and one of the most natural rivalries will take place later today in the Meadowlands in New Jersey, just across the river from New York. Italy, the three-time champion, battles one of the hottest teams in the world, Ireland, who just 3 weeks ago beat defending champion Germany in a cup warm-up. Here in New York, World Cup fever is taken over. In Little Italy, they're looking for an unprecedented fourth title, led by their hero, Roberto Baggio.
He's able to do anything with the ball.
And he's taking the ball on. That's a fantastic goal. That's the goal they've all been waiting for.
He does things that are superhuman and almost godlike.
Two things are going to happen. The Irish are going to lose, the Italians are going to win.
Well, not if you ask the Irish fans awaiting a Gaelic victory.
We're all part of Jackie's army.
Led by their popular English coach, Jackie Charlton, this is only the second World Cup for the Irish, who in 1990 were eliminated by the Italians in the quarterfinals. The 94 version of the Irish team is stronger than 4 years ago. So today, Jackie's boys seek revenge.
Come on, Ireland!
Tomorrow on ESPN, you'll see Belgium against Morocco and Norway against Mexico. And on ESPN2, Cameroon against Sweden. There's a big one for the United States next Wednesday when they play Colombia. And then a doubleheader on Saturday on ABC, Belgium against Holland and Argentina against Nigeria. We'll be back at the Silverdome for the second half of the U.S. against Switzerland after this.
Roger Twibell, Seamus, Malin back with you at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. The first World Cup game ever played indoors. An exciting final 6 minutes to the first half. Switzerland scores in the 39th minute. And then Winalda for the United States in the 45th minute. And Seamus, we are tied at 1 as we go to the second half of this game.
Well, it looked bad for the U.S. With about 6 minutes to go in the half when Thomas Dooley had to track back here and put the challenge in on Alan Suter. As he does, now stopped. Take a look here at Lexi Lawless. He is coming over as the second defender. But Dooley decides he better take it himself outside the penalty area rather than risk Alan Suter getting inside the box in a one-on-one against Dallas. Commits a foul outside. Now look at the U.S. gap in the wall here. This is probably what caused Tony Meola to cheat a little bit to his right as the ball is struck. This is the free kick resulting from that foul. Now you see Meola edge to his right, and he's too late to recover. The ball is glided beautifully into that far corner to give Switzerland a 1-0 lead in the 39th minute. Now at the other end, the great tying score by Winalda, a fabulous shot up in that upper corner. And we talked about having a set play or having a rehearsed play. You can't rehearse that. That's just pure world-class quality to put that up in the upper corner. Tremendous shot by Winalda, coming at an even better time than the Swiss goal did for Switzerland, because that really rocked Switzerland as they went in at the halftime.
Well, Winalda knows something about goal scoring, and we talked to him about the emotions of it.
Just scoring goals is what this game's about. It's something that other sports really don't understand, is because it's kind of like if you score 38 or 40 points in a basketball game, you know, that's a great game. But if you score a goal, it's kind of like combining all the emotions of every single point you scored in that game into one big goal, and that was it. And that's what a soccer player goes through when he scores a goal. So it explains our behavior after we score.
There's a look at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. Record high temperature, 99 degrees in the Detroit area yesterday. High expected about 95 today. As you take a look at this huge structure which covers 10 acres, that dome is 430,000 square feet, seating 77,557 inside here for the first ever game indoors. And folks, they have to play it on grass, and a $2 million project directed by Michigan State laid this grass down. As you look at Eric Winalda, who we are told has broken out with a case of hives or a rash-like thing. They feel he might have an allergic reaction to something that he ate last night. He's not feeling very good, but he's going to give it a go to start here in the second half. You see Winalda, he plays in the Bundesliga, had 12 goals in 29 games with Saarbrücken this year. And collegiately at San Diego State University, 25 years of age. So Eric Winalda got the equalizer in the 45th minute.
Yep. And if they take him out, it will probably be Roy Wegerle who will come in, I should think, because he's good for 45 minutes.
A disappointing result for the USA?
I think so, a little bit. They need a win and a tie to go through. They got the tie. Now they have to win against either Colombia or Romania.
For Seamus Malin, I'm Roger Twibell. Thanks for being with us from the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. So long, everybody.